You hit the button. You hope it works. You never know until you go live. Yes, indeed, you're live. Grrrrr. Greetings, humans. Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. We're here, 219-year veteran of the woods. That's right. And today, I tell you what, boy, oh boy, sometimes we actually have a little bit of gibber. And then, of course, some jabber as well at the start of the show, but not today. Gosh darn it, not today. We got to get straight on into it because this show is just overloaded with stuff. So let's go ahead, get right on into it with you good people here. Great to have you with us, by the way, but you know what? We'll get to the FreeTheFoxes here in just a second, but we've actually got some campaign updates here to tell you people about. Yes, indeed. So let's go ahead, get right on into, if I can... Oh, for crying out loud, is it not working? For crying out loud. Hold on, people. Let's see, did it do it? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I'm sorry, people. A little bit of a delay. I don't know what's going on with that. Alright, anyways, we've actually been talking a little bit about, Is This You? Kind of a great campaign out there as far as it came out, and then, man oh man, did they ship and deliver the book in record time. So I think your boy Zach out there, Richard C. Meyer out there, is probably a little bit proud about what he was able to accomplish here. So let's go ahead and just kind of follow along with what he has here. He says, have you received your books yet? Yes, he has. Well, little Timmy McTimerson might not have, but Bear has. Bear received it the other day, actually. Hi, everyone. Hi, Richard. Mainstream comic book pros are paradoxically claiming that I never fulfilled any of my campaigns, and that my campaigns are all 2 years late. But this cat seems to prove otherwise. Well, there's a nice little kitty. Domestic backers should have received their books by the end of this week. Well, Bear's got his. International backers should receive their books by next week. Most backers have already received their books. Thanks, Richard. So there you go. And there's a nice little kitty with a number of books that Bear already has. The Is This You? $4.99. A payment on delivery. Bear never actually got the Iron Sights book, but well, look pretty good there. But there you go. Actually, kind of a good news story out there, I guess, in the Comicsgate world, which is, you know what, we're starting to get a little bit better fulfillment. Kind of the pipeline. There's all sorts of issues with the Wu flu and now a paper shortage and all that sorts of stuff. But you know what? They're still coming out. They're still being delivered on the occasional animal attack of a postman or something like that aside. And they're pretty much getting into the people's hands out there that got them. So very good. Very gotta give a shout out to your boy and also Narwhal out there. I still need to check. Still haven't read Is This You? Still need to check that out. So hopefully, maybe by Saturday, I'll actually be able to give kind of a very quick review of everything here. Hey, P Money, good to have you here. Bear, hello, Bear the cat. I can see there's not reading. I hope not. I hope not. I tell you what, you hear about all these stories out of Shanghai where they're locking everybody up and trying to teach their cats how to use the restroom and use the toilet and everything. And it's like, wow, I'm kind of surprised you haven't, taken advantage of the cat the other way there. But there you go. Nice little cat, nice little kitty there. I'm sure he's either waiting for food or probably quite annoyed that all these books are on his bed there, and he's looking for a nap. So either way, there's some good stuff there. All right, let me see if this thing. It was going slow on Bear here. Let's see if we can do it here. Can we do it? I don't know why it's going so slow here for Bear. Gosh darn it! It should be showing the black. Why is it going so slow? I tell you what, people. One of these days, we will actually do a professional show. It's not going to be today. But it will be. Gosh darn it, why is it not? Let me see here. Oh, there we go. Why is it going so slow? I tell you what. OBS. I tell you what, alright. A glorious start to the show here, I tell you what. Alright, anyways, a black flag from Dan Fraga out there. We haven't talked too much about this, but let's go ahead and get right on into it here. He says he's making progress on all fronts. There we go. What's happening? Incredible people. I hope you would include a bear in that. So, very good, very good. A little bit wet. It's been raining here quite a bit, but that's okay. That's alright, we got through it here. I hope you're doing great. Bear is. We've got another project update for you. Very cool. Actually, he's got a number of pages here, so let me, if it will allow me to do it here. Bear with bear here. So we've got a number of images. Hopefully it'll show up here very shortly here. So if not, I tell you what. All right. First off, we'd like to share this monstrous double pager, a work in progress featuring Ben. I just skipped past it. Ben Davis doing what he does with a little bit of his backstory. It's one of our goals with this book to get you up to speed on the story and characters in an organic way without having to read the previous book from the 90s. There you go. Let your eyes go ape. Actually, one of Bear's complaints about Cyberfrog was that it's basically kind of assumed that you already knew about the Cyberfrog story. I don't know how much, I don't know how very popular or how well known Cyberfrog was when it originally came out. I'm sure it had a number of people there that were enjoying it very much. But yeah, a reviewer out there just opening up the very latest Cyberfrog book. The first chapter was really good, but yeah, it kind of assumed that you knew what was going on in the story. So Bear kind of felt like he was a little bit left behind. Actually, had to read the ash cans there to figure out what the heck was going on with some of that stuff. So, anyways, he goes on. He says, a very cool picture there, by the way. Let's see. Some things may or may not change in this picture. Spoilers and red herrings. I hope there's not too many herrings in there. Now I personally couldn't be more excited to welcome on board our creative ship, another powerhouse from the good old days, Mario Akozea. There we go. Mario has inked the best, including Stephen Platt on Prophet and myself on the Berserkers. Mario has come on board to be inked by the super talented Art Jedi on the Rascal story in the .5 issue. I'm not sure if that's like a half issue. That comes free with every Black Flag book order. Maybe like a ashcan. I'm not sure what he means by .5 issue, but there you go. There you go. Some neat. Man, oh man, I tell you what, some great artwork here. I'm not sure where the devils and the demons and all the other stuff comes from. That's all right. We'll find out. We'll find out in the book together here. But yeah, some great stuff there. Some great pages. Very interesting stuff there from Dan Fred. Why is it? Okay, there it goes. It moves on there. I tell you what, haven't had the best luck here. Very cool. I tell you what, this is one of the pages that Bear's looking at here right now is really detailed. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that one there. Yeah, very detailed. Very cool. And he says, as a updated bonus, you get to see a sneak peek of Incredible Comics' newest villains. Who is she? What does she look like under that mask? I'm sure not very positive. Not very positive at all there as far as some sort of demon-looking, I'm assuming it's a lady. I don't know, don't want to prejudge or anything like that. The fire burns, he continues on. The fire burns bright and hot here at Incredible. As always, we and I personally am filled with gratitude for your generosity and patience, most importantly the patience, which allows us to do our absolute finest work. Have a great week. Thank you. If you have any questions about the campaign, we are here to answer them. Thanks again, AAT and Bacon. Yes, there you go. There you go from Fragaboom there. Some great artwork there. I tell you what, some really detailed stuff. I'm looking forward to this. Would like to see some of the stuff in color to see how it kind of is coming out that way. But yeah, very cool. Very interesting from Dan Fraga there as far as some of his artwork. Gosh, I'm trying to remember when this was supposed to come out, but I'm not sure if it's late or anything like that. But it's been out there for a while, so hopefully he's getting kind of wrapped up there and getting along with it there. Yes, indeed. All right, let me continue with. Might take it forever here, people. Hold on just a second. Hold on just 1 second here. Go over to another update here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm neglecting the chat here. Let's see. P-Money says, I knew AVS comic work well before decades, but even I didn't know what Cyberfrog was until 2018. I don't think a lot of people. I'm assuming it was kind of a niche comic there a little bit, kind of well known amongst the people that knew about it, but outside of that, I'm not sure if that many people knew about it. What Bear kind of going at with that is, I wish that they would have taken the time in the latest the Blood Honey book that came out, just to kind of explain a little bit. The thing that Bear kind of just threw him off was he was supposed to be fighting, I'm assuming, some sort of robot bees, and then all of a sudden the Vespas, which are also bees, come and attack. So you got your alien bees, and then you got your robot Z bees, and the one bees were fighting against the other bees, and it got confusing a little bit. I'm sure if you knew what was going on, you kind of picked up on that. But yeah, it was a little bit confusing. Good to have VM here. Good to see you here. Great to have everybody here. All right, is it on? Is it live? Is it doing the thing? Yes, there we go. Finally. I tell you what. Sometimes people, it's so much work. So much work to get a show off the ground here. All right, one of one that we haven't heard from quite a while. Still kind of mysterious as far as when it's going to come out. If it's going, we hope it's going to come out from another great out there, Elliot Fernandez. Oh, that jerkmonger. Art is going great, he says. He says, I am super pleased with the art on DoomKicker so far. I'm really putting all of my knowledge and experience into making these characters feel like they exist in the real world, and I feel like the results are better than I expected. Yeah, very cool. The first pick from... Actually, I'll click on that. If it will do its thing, for crying out loud. Let's see. Click up there. Come on, do your thing. Do your thing, for crying out loud. Let's see, the first pick from tonight's live stream is on Instagram, and it gives you the link there at DoomKicker Live. There you go. Why he has that on Instagram, I don't know. Or at least maybe like have it live on Instagram, but record it and put it up on YouTube or any of the other platforms. Bear doesn't care, but yeah, I mean, if you've got people there that are used to watching you on YouTube, just put it up on YouTube. Let's see, he continues on. He says, I am having a blast out working on pages, and the interaction is fun on the nightly stream at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, unless otherwise stated, if any of you can make it. So there you go. There's some neat artwork from the jerkmonger out there. It was kind of interesting. Gosh, it was maybe they don't even do the drawn and quartered anymore. But on one of the drawn and quartered shows a couple weeks back, actually, Elliot was kind of talking about how he kind of came up with some of the red and black art style with it. So I knew that took him a little bit of time to kind of figure out and everything. But yeah, once he got it going, it actually looks pretty good. I like what he's like what he had. Oh, let me get off this sticking bear. I'm sorry here. There we go. It'll show up eventually. I kind of like how he's doing this. So it's looking really good. The coloring is looking really good. It just needs to come out. It's been quite a while. I'm glad he kind of figured out everything. But man, oh man, this is a book that's really needed to come out yesterday and still is in development here. So let's see, is he saying anything else? No, that's it. Not even a thanks. Not even a thanks from Elliot. I tell you what, kind of weird. But anyways, some good artwork from Elliot out there. Oh boy. Let's see. P Money says, hearing you say bees so much makes me think of Nicolas Cage saying, the bees that are in my eyes. The bees. Let's see. I backed, P Money says, I backed DoomKicker. And let me see. Oh yeah, 2019. Yeah, slightly late. Yeah, just slightly. There was that whole issue, and I'm trying not to get into it too much with it, but there was that whole issue with Doug TenNapel. He was supposed to be kind of, I don't know if he was supposed to co-create or if he just kind of lent his story and basically checked out at that point. I kind of wish that Doug might have had a little bit more interaction, especially with some of the issues with Elliot going on there. Maybe running a little bit low on funds or something like that. I kind of wish that there was a little bit more help that way. I think that's kind of what a lot of the reason the delay is that Elliot had to take some other jobs just to be able to kind of do what he needed to do to be able to get to working on DoomKicker here. So again, I mean, we still support Elliot and all the work that he does out there. But yeah, it really needs to. I'm trying to remember the last time that he put out an update. But yeah, if you're not going to be releasing it on time, make sure that you keep people plenty well informed about what's going on out there with your book. I mean, you're stuck in the middle of the Pacific or something like that. Hey, we can understand that. So again, I just wish that number one, he would be a little bit more forthcoming on that. Number two, show some of that stuff on YouTube. I mean, people kind of forget that DoomKicker is out there. I'm sure a number of people have completely forgotten that DoomKicker, they had ordered DoomKicker back in way back when in 2019, 3 years ago. I tell you what, quite a bit of time ago. All right, let me get to the last thing here. Was that the last one? That was the last one. I tell you what, people, I go through them so quickly. Sometimes Bear just doesn't know. But anyways, one of the things that Bear wanted to check out here was we actually got a brand new campaign from Gary Shipman out there. So very much looking forward to checking that out. The first yes, stream. Let's see. Is it working? Is this thing working? Freaking OBS. Okay, hold on. One sec. One sec. Okay, I think it's working. I think it's working. I hope it's working. For crying out loud, OBS. All right, let me test. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, there we go. I tell you what. I click on one thing and it just completely crashes. All right, let me get to the thing, because actually we're going to be talking about Gary Shipman and the campaign that he has here. Sometimes we do a campaign review of some of the books out there. Bear was pretty well surprised. I tell you what, I shouldn't have been surprised with Gary Shipman and Titan. Always some great work out there, but I didn't really think that Titan really needed to be colored or anything like that. But actually, it really came out really great. And actually, now you're looking at it, it's like, man, oh man, it really should have. He should have taken his time and actually just made it in color instead of just black and white. But no, I kind of like the black and white stuff. I just wish that I don't know. Maybe that he would offer that as maybe a side thing on one of the campaigns. I don't know, but let's take a look at any rate on the Titan Mouse of Might issue number 2 in full color. We can check that out and see what's going on with that, and seeing what's going on with the OBS, for crying out loud. Come on, work, damn you. All right, so let's see. It is the Titan Mouse of Might, number 2, full color, by Gary Shipman Iser, Russell Manning, and Harvey Award nominee with colors by Yen Nitro. So evidently he's hired somebody to do the colors for him. So it just started up here just recently. He's got 12 backers, $245. So Gary needs our help, so let's help him out. Let's check out Titan Mouse of Might here. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Let's see, he says, welcome to the full color Titan Mouse of Might issue number 2 campaign. There you go. My name is Gary Shipman, and I want to, I'm not sure where he's going with that. My name is Gary Shipman, and I want to tell you about Titan, a Mouse of Might. Titan is a mouse from the world of Packin's Land, and his epic story is now being told in full color. So you might want to check out that sentence there, Gary. It's kind of odd there, but there you go. And there's Titan in his full color regalia there. Pretty cool. We're keeping the perk simple. We are needing to cover the coloring and printing costs. Costs, Gary, not costs. Costs. Hey, I'm not a great artist, but there we go. Printing costs. Check out the perks by clicking on one of them. On the right to open up the details. Titan is an extraordinary mouse that's been endowed with powers beyond that of a normal mouse, much like Bear. Although, powers beyond a normal bear. Bear does have powers beyond a normal mouse. He has taken on the appearance of a dark flyer, the mortal in it. I didn't even know that. Huh, okay. That's new to Bear here. He's actually read the book. He has taken on the appearance of a dark flyer, the mortal enemy of his kind, much like Tape for Bear. A Titan is originally from another world where the animals are all intelligent. Oh, come on, man. Let's see. Packens Land Omnibus. After triggering an explosion in his world, Titan is transported to the world of man. Issue 2, Titan sets out on a rescue mission to save another of his kind from the evil Ryan Research Center, RRC. And he shows his YouTube channel, and holy cow, carries on a Discord. I tell you what. For the first time, I'm crafting a graphic novel worthy of the true fans, not just the fans, the true fans of Packens Land. In a multi-comic issue set, starting with the first issue, Titan Mouse of Might issue number 2, a 28-page comic format in 6.5 by 10.25 inch perfect bound comic book, presented for the first time in color by the dazzling color. I guess Yen Nitro could be dazzling as well. For the first time in dazzling color by Yen Nitro. So there you go. And I think we showed this last week, but yeah, some great colors here, some really great colors. So I'm glad that he was able to work that out. Some good stuff there. With your help, we can make the full color Titan. Excuse me here. Titan Muscle Might issue number 2. A success. The story will reveal mysteries and plots that weave through the Packens Land lore. One of these days we'll do a professional show here. Let's see. Stretch goals. 5K. A little ways to go there for Gary, but let's go ahead. Let's at least get him to 5K for crying out loud. We're gonna find out what he has that is locked up. Titan is a story that will add a new dimension to the world of Packens Land. Actually, let me go back. Titan, you don't even need to read Packens Land. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that fills in the gaps and everything. Like I said, I didn't realize that the winged creature or whatever. That's what he was taking on his image of. But no, you don't need to read. Please go check out Packens Land, the omnibus, in case you need a book to hold up your couch or something like that. Packens Land. I mean, like 8,000 pages of Packens Land there. But you don't need to read that to enjoy Titan. Really good stuff. I wish to share all the thrills and adventure with all of you. Thank you. You are the biggest part of what I am doing. My expression in this story and art would be nothing without your That's right, Gary. I do what I do for you. Thank you. What we need and what you get. Let's see, he says, my goal is to provide a quality product for you, and I hope that you are as excited about this campaign as I am. Pretty excited. We need enough for the printing, distribution, and fees to create the Titan Mouse of Might coloring book. Anything beyond that would help to make it possible for me to focus on creating a new story and art in the future. And I think they have Titan 3 coming up. So, anyways, please share and get out the word. Make some noise and all that good stuff. Just hit the Indiegogo share buttons at the top. We don't need no share buttons here because we've got it from Bear here. Straight from the source. Straight from the source here. So, we'll go ahead and kind of go through and kind of figure out maybe what Bear might kind of check out here. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me get that maybe a little bit smaller there. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm ignoring the chat here. Let me see. 1 second. Get over here. Gary is a surprisingly good colorist. Yeah, he is. I was kind of shocked about that. And yes, us Canadians put in a allure. Gary is in the colors. No, it is the gentleman named. I just had it here. What was his name? Yen Nitro. Yen Nitro. There you go. Very cool. DoomKicker is late because less money than expected was achieved. I don't know. It did a decent campaign. What was it about? I think it was about 40 or 60K or something like that. He did a decent campaign, I think. Let's see. And Elliot wasn't able to leave his leave his day job. Then Doug gave the whole project to Elliot for him to finish. Then Elliot increased the page count. Oh yeah, I know he increased the page count quite a bit, but again, I mean, 3 years. I mean, it needs to come out. It needs to come out. But anyways, let's get on with Titan here. For $30, I tell you what, this is probably Bear's pick here as far as the entire campaign. $30, you get the book, and you get your head sketch or a sketch drawn in there. So there you go. You get a head drawing in full color, issue number 2 of Titan Muscle Might, signed. So there, not only do you get it signed, you also get a head drawing for the price of a normal. Like this would be a normal, actually probably $35 for a normal book. Ah, gosh darn it! Go back, crying out loud. For a normal book out there, normal comic skate book that probably doesn't come signed or anything like that. So very cool, very nice out there. So probably would say this one would be the one that you would one that you'd want to go for there. None out of 50. I tell you what, get on it, people. For $5, you get the digital comic. There you go. $10, you get the physical copy. Let's see if this is. You get the full colored, signed. Look at there. It's actually for $10. For $10, people. Let's see. Includes a digital copy. You might as well go ahead and. I mean, unless you just want the digital and didn't want the physical copy. Hey, this is a good deal right here. $10 signed. You get the digital copy for less than a third the price of a normal comic state book there. So there you go. I would say if you don't want the artwork in there for the $30 tier, definitely get the $10 tier. I'll tell you what. 1 and 2 for $19. He took off the $1 there. He could have actually just done it for $20, and it would have been a great deal. But he made it even better for $19. So there you go. The Titan coloring book. It's already colored, but you know what? If you want to color it in your own style, you can do that as well. So there you go. Actually, Bear got the I think it was the Packins Land coloring book a many while back. So there you go, some good stuff there from Gary. If you want to get your own coloring book out there. All 3 for he could have done it for $30 and he did it for $28. Good for you, Gary. All 3, so that would be I'm assuming this would be just issue 1 of Packins Land. Yeah, number one of Packins Land. And you get 1 and 2 of the Mouths of Might and Color, so and plus the digital version as well. So man, oh man, you're getting some great deals here. You get 5 of them if you want to have some for either, I guess, retail or maybe handing out to friends or family, or maybe even much like Bear, you want to hand one out to the local library. You get 5 of them. So there you go. Let's see. For $45, you get the digital, you get a mental print, and you get the comic. So there you go. Let's see. Full color signed. I'm trying to see if it's signed. Let's see. Metal print, full color issue. Okay. Oh yeah, it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. So that's a little confusing though. Let's see. Number 2 signed physical comic. 1. Okay. All right. Bear got confused on that. But that's okay. You can get both books 1 and 2 for. He should have done it for $58 or something like that. For $60, you get 5 copies each. 10 books. 10 books, people. For $60. Let's see, is it signed? Let's see. It doesn't come signed. That's interesting. Gary, I would make this maybe, I don't know, maybe half signed. Because if you don't want to, sign 10 different copies that go to the same place or something like that. But yeah, this is the only one that doesn't come signed. So there you go. And then finally, this is the one that Bear actually really likes, is the artist edition. Plus, you get the art and the interior pages. So this is actually what is it? 14 by 10. So it's the large. It's gonna be a really large format. Not quite the size of the actual artwork, but pretty close. Bear really likes his artist version. So if you didn't get a chance, it is a little bit expensive there at $200. I may have said. Maybe he has this as an add-on or something like that. I would say maybe do the Titan Artist Edition just by itself, and then maybe add the art in addition to that. So maybe do the artist edition at maybe, I forget how much it was originally. Maybe, I think it was 100. I'm trying to remember there, but there you go. So probably do that, and then maybe add the art after the fact, maybe. Um, for some of the big fans out there, 200 might be a little bit for some people, but Beer would recommend it. Beer, I mean, still, that's a great deal. You're getting some original art. I mean, for Gary, original art would probably be $200, if not more. So you're getting a great book with it, plus the original art with it as well. So if you've got the money to splurge on it, check out the artist edition. So Gary can finally get through his stretch goals here. But yeah, the one that Bear would recommend, probably the $30 one here. You get some artwork, plus you get your book, plus actually you get the digital version as well. So yeah, for the price of a normal Comicsgate book, not only get some artwork, you get a great book as well. It's going to be in color. It's going to be signed. Plus you get a digital copy as well. So I think that's pretty hard to beat as far as value there. $30 for the Titan Mouse of Might, issue number 2 in full color. There you go. And there you go. My P. Mike says, my wife says I'm hearing a grunting voice, and I'm guessing Bear is streaming. Well, I'm trying to stream if OBS can keep it together here and not completely crash on Bear. That would be something. All right, let me go back to the thing with the thing and do the thing. Get out of that and go back because we've actually got some news stories for you good people here. If Bear can get rid of that and go to the thing. With the thing, and then you do the thing. Where is it? All right, let me see. 1 second, people. 1 second, people. Well, let's go ahead. Let's just jump right on into kind of an interesting thing here. Let's see. Let me get to it here. Let me find the thing with the thing. Oh, yes, I tell you what. One of these days, we'll actually get a better platform than OBS because, for whatever reason, it's taking forever for it to show up. Come on, dang you. Well, it's time. That's decent enough time to have a drink here. There we go. All right, why isn't it showing up? Come on, dang it. Let's see. Well, this won't be any fun if I can't read along with it with you good people. Because, gosh darn it, what's going on here? 1 second, people. Okay, that shows up. Why does it not show up here? For crying out loud. Okay, let's see. Got that. Yes, that's right. Yes, okay. Why isn't it showing up? Alright, well, let's see how we're going to do this. Let's try this. 1 second, people. Bear with Bear for just 1 second. Let's see. Window capture. We'll do the thing. If we can do the thing and the thing. There we go. Finally. I don't know why. It's giving me such grief. Don't know why, for crying out loud. It shouldn't. It really shouldn't, but for some reason it does. For some reason it does. Alright, let's see. Can we do the thing? Does it go on? Come on. For crying out loud. Anyways, Beer will just read along for crying out loud. Stupid OBS. I hate you so much. A dead rapper's body propped up in club for disrespectful public viewing. This is from the New York Post and Ben Cost. There you go. Just from the other day. It was like the hip-hop equivalent of Weekend at Bernie's. Washington, D.C.'s the Bliss nightclub, has apologized over an appalling spectacle in which the body of a slain rapper... How do you pronounce this? Goon-oo? Or Goon-oo? I'm not really sure how you pronounce that. I'm going to pronounce it Goon-oo. Goon-oo. Was reportedly displayed on the stage at his own funeral. The memorial service took place Sunday, weeks after. Man, the smell of that might have been interesting. Weeks after the hip-hopper was shot dead at 24 years old. He was just about to turn his life around too. Probably become a doctor or a lawyer of some kind, something like that. Just about to turn his life around. Our deepest condolences to the Goonoo family, friends, and fans, the venue wrote in a statement, which was shared on Instagram Monday by the Shade Room. Bliss was contacted by a funeral home to rent out our venue for Goonu's homegoing celebration. That's one way to put it. Homegoing celebration. Yes, indeed. Bliss was never made aware of what would transpire. We sincerely apologize to all of those who may be upset or offended. Please keep Goonu's family and friends in your prayers at this difficult time. Is he wearing a cross? He's wearing a crown. Very interesting. And holding a phone. Footage shows slain rapper Good New. See, they did it wrong in the freaking, for crying out loud. Good New. Apologize to the family, friends, and whatever of Good New here. Popped up on stage during his quote-unquote funeral at Bliss nightclub in Washington. We've got some more Washington, D.C. stuff here in just a second. The statement was posted amid trending Twitter footage that reportedly showed the slain rapper, whose real name is Markel Moreau. Nice name there. I would stick it with Good New. Apparently propped up on stage at Bliss nightclub while mourners raved around him like an Irish. Well, I don't know how much of an Irish wake that would be there, but point taken. Let's see, where was he? The hip-hopper's corpse was decked out in a hoodie, a blinged-out watch, and a crown. There you go. A source who attended the Macabre's public viewing, entitled The Last Show. No refunds. Confirmed that there was a $40 cover charge to enter the venue. While it was initially unclear if the figure was Good News. See, they did it right there, but for crying out loud. Goon News, whatever. Actual corpse or a mannequin, the general consensus was that the body was, in fact, his. During the event, Goon News, whatever, I don't care, who cares? A body was propped up on stage, wearing designer clothing and a crown. The Shade Room wrote in an Instagram. Meanwhile, per XXXXXXXL mag, Black Fortune, a rapper who performed at the event, wrote in Instagram story, this ain't no wax figure, my Brody went out gangster. Well, he did get shot like a gangster, but, being propped up like a mannequin on stage, I'm not sure if that's his actual quote-unquote gangsta or not. As social media found the display obscene and disrespectful. What? Social media finally becoming prudes out there. No way, is it Good New? What the hell is, who cares what his name is? He's dead. No way, Goo Mama approved that S. That's so sad and disrespectful, wrote one aghast fan on Twitter. Another offer, if y'all saw that video with good news, whatever, body, y'all can't By the way, can I just, 1 second here. Beer does come from the South. He does, and occasionally, once in a while, the y'all might come out. Just on occasion. Beer tries not to do it. He understands he has a wide audience and can't be, jibber jobbing. Hey, y'all, let me tell you about yeehaw, we're here, y'all. So, Beer tries not to. Who the heck writes y'all? Like, for instance, you gotta put in the apostrophe in there. So, I mean, you gotta technically, unless you wrote it 1,000 times and it kind of pops up. You gotta why not just say you all, or yous guys, or you people, y'all, who the heck says y'all? I tell you what. Pardon me. On a side rant here, people. If y'all saw that video with good news, whatever the heck's body, y'all can't tell me this society ain't already collapsed. Well, actually, that might be a pretty good take on it. This is madness, sputtered another Gawker on the gram, who thought this was a good idea. Even Hip Hop 50 Cent weighed in on Twitter, writing, OS, I just realized what this is. 50 Cent, not the elevator doesn't go to the top floor on that one. Meanwhile, another tweeter, reportedly employee at the bar, expressed shock upon arrival, claiming they were not clued in beforehand what they witnessed. Imagine walking into work and it's a deceased body on display. Well, that's, every Tuesday for Bear. They didn't warn us and they didn't tell us. They didn't even know, they wrote. When I say I've been officially traumatized this year, I meant it. Forget about the thermonuclear war. I mean, seeing Good New up there propped up, that did it for them. that did it for them. But there you go. There you go. He's got his nice watch there. Apparently his cell phone and the hoodie and a crown. And a crown. There you go. Morrow had been reportedly shot dead by an unknown assailant in the District Heights of Maryland on March 18th. Damn, oh man, that smell's got to be pretty bad. Once on the scene, they located an adult male suffering from a gunshot wound. According to the department, the victim was taken to a hospital for life-threatening injuries at approximately 7:30 p.m. The victim was pronounced dead. Police are currently offering a $25,000 reward that leads to the arrest of the suspect in the shooting. So there you go, just about to turn his life around. Just about. There he is. There he is. Just about. Just this close. This close to turning his life around. And there you go. So that's from the New York Post. Dead rapper's body propped up in club for disrespectful public viewing. There you go. So far your news is black screen. You're reminding us the news is soulless and depressing. Yes, indeed. It could be an artistic statement on the news today. And they made sure the deceased was standing holding onto a phone in case he needed to call 911. I suppose. You never know. You never know. You never can tell. Alright, let's continue on. Because we actually have a story very close to Bear's heart here. Very close. We talk about deceased rappers. Well, we're kind of overlooking some stuff here, so let's go ahead and get into it here. Very, very personal for Bear here. Very personal from Bear here. From CNS News, we're talking about Craig Bannister. He says, and this is actually the other day, so we actually have an update to this. U.S. House Sergeant at Arms warns of Fox threat. And I'm not talking about Fox News. I'm talking about actual foxes. On Thursday, the U.S. House of Representatives Office of the Sergeant at Arms issued an alert to the House members and their staff. The House alert warns of possible fox dens on Capitol grounds, and reports that there were multiple fox attacks on individuals on the grounds of the U.S. Capitol on Monday, including one House member. That's right, people. The tide has turned. Oh, that's right. Oh, the animals are coming out. Another fox sighting on Tuesday prompted the House Office of Sergeant at Arms to call in animal control once again, getting your goon squad to do your dirty work. I tell you. At least they didn't shoot them as they were trying to come through the door. That would have been bad. And then got off completely scot-free. Yesterday, the U.S. Capitol Police received reports of individuals being attacked or bitten by a fox. Oh, go Fox, go! One encounter was at the Botanic Garden. The second was on the House side of the Capitol near the building foundation. This morning, USCP received a call about a fox approaching staff near 1st and C Street Northeast. These are possibly several fox dens on Capitol grounds. Animal Control is currently on the ground seeking to trap and relocate any foxes they find. I see. You're just hanging out, minding your own business, doing your fox business, whatever that happens to be. And all of a sudden, just because you happen to bite onto somebody, now you gotta be, trapped and relocated. Although we've got an update for that, you SOBs. Foxes are not wild animals, gentle creatures that are very protective of their dens and our territory as well. Yes, indeed. Please do not approach us, any foxes you see. The alert cautions, urging them to report fox sightings to the command center so they can take them out. Police Services Law Enforcement is among the divisions of the House Office of the Sergeant at Arms. And the duties of the House Office of the Sergeant at Arms includes overseeing the House floor and galleries. A good job doing that about a year and a half ago. The House Appointments Desk, the House garages and parking lots, as well as administrating all staff identification badges. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, thank you, Simple Jack. I do appreciate you. There you go. Let's see. Will the Sergeant at Arms finally learn what the foxes say? Ba-dum-bump. There we go. All right, so we do actually have an update to this. An unfortunate update, I might say. Unfortunate update. This is coming from, Health. I'm not sure where this is. I think they're just getting off it. NPR. Those SOBs at NPR. The fox responsible for biting people at the U.S. Capitol test positive, not for the Wu flu, but for rabies. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Now, did he get rabies from the people that he bit? I'm assuming he did. All right, so this is updated not that long ago here. A red fox that was captured Tuesday, and responsible. How do we know it's responsible? Do we even know for biting at least one journalist? Good job. Good job, fox. Good job. And a lawmaker. Oh, bravo, fox. Has been euthanized. According to health officials in Washington, D.C. In an email to NPR, the D.C. Department of Health said Wednesday that there were 9 confirmed bites by the adult female fox on Capitol. Oh, so they killed a female fox, I see. I see. Kind of like a unnamed lady that came into the Capitol and was shot in the head. Much like that. And that had been humanely euthanized, quote unquote, to ensure rabies testing could. Well, I thought they were positive for rabies. Now they're testing. You could have just trapped it like the one weirded-haired lady there with the freaking giant net. You know what you could have done? You could have put it in your car and driven, either to one of the nice parks that you have around, maybe even across the Potomac, and let the fox run free in its grounds, even though you took it away from its home. Instead, you euthanized it, you sons of... Types deletes. Let's see. The DC Health is contacting all human victims. Oh, now they're victims, I see. They're the victims. Who were bitten by the fox. DC Public Health told NPR in a statement, Animal Control will post informational flyers around the Capitol advising of the fox positive rabies status and encouraging people who might have been exposed to call DC Health. How would we know if, I don't know, Nancy Pelosi had rabies? I mean, how would you be able to tell? Anyone who came into physical contact with this fox or its kits, particularly near the Capitol Hill, should contact DC Health. Man, oh man, maybe I should just I wonder if I should just call this number. Wonder if I should call it up and see what happens. I'll think about that. The fox was captured about 3:36 p.m. Tuesday, according to tweets from the police. There were many sightings of the fox Monday night, and then when word came out of roughly 6 bites and/or nips, good job, fox, a Capitol Police spokesman told NPR over email on Tuesday. The fox was spotted around the Dickerson Senate Office Building and around the Russell Senate Office Building, as well as on the south side of the U.S. Capitol, the police spokesman told NPR. We just learned people have seen foxes before, but this recent aggressive behavior is unusual. Well, maybe he was just trying to, I don't know, express his First Amendment beliefs. You can always go up to the Capitol and, kind of talk, redress of grievances, as it were. Maybe things didn't go your way and you wanted to make sure, and then they go your way and you kind of go up there and you do your little protest, and then what do you know, you're gathered up and shot in the back of the head. Humanely shot in the back of the head, I should say. The following message was sent to House members and staff by the office of the Sergeant-at-Arms on Tuesday regarding the fox. Didn't even have a name, dang it. Yesterday, the U.S. Capitol Police received reports of individuals being attacked and or bitten by a fox. One encounter was at the Botanical Garden. I think we already read this, didn't we? Let's see. Animal Control is currently on the grounds to trap and relocate any foxes they find. Well, I guess the fox didn't vote the right way, so they pop. Foxes are wild animals and are very protective of their dens and territory. Well, gee, maybe that's why. Maybe they bit the people, for crying out loud. Representative Amy Berra of California was repeatedly bitten by the fox on Monday night. So there you go. Please send your letters. Your comments, and your suggestions, and maybe where in the 7 rings of hell Amy Berra can go, to your local representative there. So there you go. Thanks a lot, Amy Berra, for killing. We shall now forever know Amy Berra as a fox killer. A fox killer Amy Barra. There you go. So there we go. That feeling that feel when you get by getting bit by a fox leaving the Capitol. Of course, that's something I expect in the middle of DC. Ha 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 ha! Oh man, that's funny, Twitter user. Boy, you're just laugh a minute. So, anyways, so if you're an animal out there and you want to go to the Capitol, you're probably gonna get shot in the back of the head by the Capitol Police. Just saying. Just saying. Oh, we have an outbreak at the Capitol. No, not COVID this time. No, but again, how would you be able to tell if it's... I mean, how would you be able to tell if, one of your representatives or senators out there came down with the... I mean, how could we be certain that they didn't give rabies to the fox? The fox could have just been doing his own business and then, all of a sudden got bit by one of the senators out there. Now the fox, minding his own business, not doing anything to anybody. He gets blamed. I think there's a correlation there. So let's just go ahead. Let's just make sure that we do the right thing. Well, I guess we can't free the fox anymore. Hashtag free the fox. Free the foxes. Free the foxes indeed. Yes, indeed. The April 6th foxes. Let's do that. April 6th foxes. They need justice. They need justice. Not either humanely or not humanely euthanized. We need justice. There we go. Justice. There we go. Justice for foxes. There we are. Justice for foxes. That's gonna be my new hashtag here because of the senseless murder at the hands of the Capitol Police. Yes, indeed. All right, we had actually one more kind of funny news story. I don't know how much people pay attention to it, but freaking a hot dog is actually a sandwich. So there you go. Our long national nightmare is over. We do know that a hot dog is a sandwich. Yes, indeed. Let's see, what did they say? At the heart of their work is the classification of food in 3 categories: soup, salad, or sandwich. They then explore the transitions from one phase to another to construct a simple phase diagram. We map out the phase space of the soup, salad, sandwich transitions, and they distinguish between soups and salads based on the pore size and penetration depth of the embedding matrix. There you go. If the bulkiest components of the dish form a scaffold, then the ability of the remaining ingredients to effectively permeate the scaffolding determines the phase of the dish. So there you go. It's been settled. Hashtag science. It's a sandwich, people. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right. I actually had another one here, but I tell you what, Bear, in his anger against DC and everything, he's actually got a hockey game coming up where the Bolts are playing the Capitals there, so he's got to go cheer them on. We actually had from our good friends deadline here, the Disney takes heat over public stance on Florida's stupid law that they keep saying don't say gay, but the other Universal and other studios kept away of the fray. We might do that. We might actually do that on Saturday here because we've been on about an hour or so we normally do about an hour and then try and wrap things up unless anybody's got anything to say here. So let's see. Free the Foxes. Bear approves of this message. Yes, he does. Oh, if hot dog is a sandwich, is taco also a sandwich? Actually, I don't have the I don't have the image, but according to the science, sushi is also a sandwich. So go figure. Go figure on that one. I don't know how sushi becomes a sandwich, but who am I? Who is Bear to disregard the science? I tell you what, people. All right, let me see. Come on, freaking OBS. I tell you what, one of these days. Let's see. Oh, did it finally work? Did the news thing? Oh, for crying out loud. For crying out loud. I tell you what. One of these days. Anyways, good to have everybody here. We had P-Money here joining us. Good to see Simple Jack. Good to have him here. And, of course, everybody else that decided to show up. Even, of course, our Russian lurkers out there, our Russian bots, and the lurkers as well. Good to have everybody here. And we try and do this every Wednesday and Saturday evenings. Oh, by the way, I need to keep reminding people of, let's see here. Barely Live, that is our alternate channel, so do check that out if you want to see some of the older episodes. Make sure you check that out over there at Barely Live. We try to keep that updated here pretty regularly here. So, all right, T-Bunny, it's good to have you here. Good to have everybody else here. Glad to share some of the stuff here. Do check out Gary's Titan 2 coloring book. Oh, looks pretty good there. Let's hope we can get him over, at least funded. But let's hope we can get him to 5K there and see what some of those stretch goals are. All right, everybody, thanks for showing up. Great to have you here. But you know what? All this just depressing talks about foxes, I don't know, somehow has made Bear hungry? I guess. I don't know. Slightly hungry. Mournfully hungry. Not only for the foxes, but also Goo-Noo, or Good-Noo, or whatever the hell his name was. So once again, he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrrrr.